Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss how to write a program for ransom note. Given two strings, ransom note and magazine. Return true if ransom note can be constructed by using the letters from the magazine and false otherwise. Each letter in magazine can be used only once in ransom note. Here they have given examples. Let's discuss the example. So ransom note, I have the character called A. Magazine, I have the character called B. So here it is false because I cannot frame. Let's go for second example. Ransom note has AA. Magazine has AB. So here also I cannot frame. So the output is false. Let's go for third example. Ransom note is having the string called AA and the magazine is having the string called AAB. So from AAB, I can frame the ransom note string AA. It is possible. So from AAB, I can form AA. It is possible. So it is returning the output as true. This is the question. Now let's discuss the logic in detail. So here the question they have clearly mentioned that I have to frame the string of ransom note from the magazine. So there is a string called magazine. In that magazine string, from the help of the string magazine, I have to frame the string of ransom note. That is a question. So here, let's discuss logic in detail. So here first I have to check a condition saying that if the length of the ransom note is greater than the length of the magazine. If that is the case, I cannot construct the string. So I can return false directly. So the base condition, that is if the length of ransom note. So ransom note dot length is greater than magazine dot length. If this is the case, I cannot construct the string. So directly I'll return false. Fine. If it is not satisfying the condition, I have to check whether I can construct the string or not. So to construct the string, first I have to take an array of size 26 because we have 26 alphabets, right? So I have to take an array of size 26. So I'll take an array alphabet. I'm going to give the size as 26. Okay, I'm going to take an array of size 26. So it starts from 0, I can say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes up to 25 because I have declared the size of an array as 26. The index value starts from 0 and it ends with 25. Fine. So the reason for taking 26, size of the array as 26 is to store the 26 alphabets, to find the count of 26 alphabets. Okay, that is the reason I have taken an array. So I will give the array name as alphabet. Fine. Now what I have to do? I have to find the frequency of the character present in the string magazine. For that I have to take a for loop. So I am going to take for each loop for character, right? ch colon. The given input is of type string. That should be converted into character array. So I will give magazine dot to char array. I am converting the given string into character array. Okay, done. So the string magazine will be converted to character array. One character will be given to the data type called ch. Variable called ch. So once after fetching the first character, so here when I start iterating, I'll get my first character called A. That will be stored in the variable called ch. Now I have to increment the frequency of the index value 0 to 1 because the first character will be stored in the index value 0. So A will be stored here, B will be stored here. So A will be stored, B, C, D, and it goes like this. Y, Z. So how can I write it as a program in the sense? I'll take the array name, that is alphabet. So the index value. So this should give the index value 0 for the character called A. How can I make it in the sense? The character ch minus the character A. the ASCII value of the character. So the ASCII value of the character A is 97 minus the ASCII value of the character A. 97 minus 97, it is 0. In case if I am getting B, the ASCII value of B is 98 minus 97, I will get 1. So on the index value 1, I will store the character B. So count will be incremented. Like this, I will keep on incrementing. So this has to be incremented. Done. I have incremented this. Let's complete the iteration here. First character I have got A minus A is 0. On the index value is 0, I will increment the value to 1. Then I will go for next character. The next character is also A. On the index value 0, I have to increment the value by 1. So it becomes 2. Then I will go for next character. The next character is B. Fine. So 98 minus 97, which is 1. On the index value 1, I have to increment the character by 1. Done. I'll try to go for next character. That's all. I have completed the iteration of the string called magazine. Done. Now I have taken the count. Now from this magazine, I have to check whether I can frame ransom note. So for that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take one more for loop. For ch, here I'm going to convert the string ransom note to character array, because we have to take one character array. So I'll give ransom note dot to char array. Fine. After this, what I have to do? I'll fetch the first character. I'll fetch my first character. So what I'm going to do is, the first character I've got is A. Okay. Now I'll check whether the frequency of A is equal to 0. If the frequency of A is equal to 0, directly I'll return false, saying that I need the character A, but I don't have the character A in magazine. Because if I have the value as 0, that means that character is not present in magazine. Other than 0, if I have any other positive values, it states that the character is present in the string called magazine. So here what I'm going to check, I'm going to check a condition saying that if alphabet, that is the on the index value is 0, so ch minus A. So corresponding characters frequency index value I will reach. Okay. After reaching that, I have to check the condition whether it is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, directly I can return false. Directly I can return false, saying that I cannot frame the string. That is, I cannot construct the string. So here first I have got the character called A. Okay. On the index value 0. So CHA I have got A minus A is 0. Alphabet of 0. On the alphabet of 0, I have to check whether the value is equal to 0. No. If that is not equal to 0, just decrement that value. So condition becomes false. Okay. So what will I do? I'll just decrement that particular index value. So alphabet of ch minus A. This character's counter value has to be decremented by 1. So I'll just decrement. That's all. Okay. So here A I have got. So from 2, I'll decrement it by 1. Then I'll go for next iteration. I have got the character called A. When I get the character A, alphabet of A minus A is 0. So check whether the index value is equal to 0. No. I'll not go inside the if condition. I'll go to this particular statement. I have to decrement the value by 1. So I'll decrement the value by 1, which becomes 0. Then I'll try to go for the next iteration. That's all. I don't have any other character, which means I can frame the string ransom note from the magazine. Okay. So what should I do? I have to return true, which means I can frame. In case if I cannot frame, automatically it will satisfy this if condition and I will return false. If the character is not present, obviously I will have the value called 0 in any one of the index value. Directly I will return it as false. This is the logic of the program. Now let's go for the implementation of the program. So the first step is I have to check one base condition saying that if the length of the ransom note is greater than length of magazine. If this is the case, what should I do? I have to return false. Fine. If that is not the case, I have to declare an array first to store the frequency of the characters. Int alphabet is equal to new int of size is 26. Done. Now what should I do? I have to start iterating the character one by one. So I'll take for each loop char ch. The string magazine will be converted into character array. So magazine dot to char array. So I have converted the string magazine into char array. What should I do? I have to take the character to the character's corresponding index value has to be incremented by 1 each and every time. So here alphabet of ch minus a. This has to be incremented. Done. Once this is done, I have to check whether I can frame the string, which is I can construct the string ransom note or not. For that, I have to take a for each loop. So for ch, I have to convert the string ransom note to character array. I have to start iterating the character one by one. If the character, so in case if I can use that character, the frequency value will not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, I cannot use that character. That is the actual meaning. For that, I have to check the condition. If alphabet of the frequency rate for that ch minus a. If this value is equal to 0, what should I do? Directly I can return false, which means that character cannot be used. In case if it is not equal to 0, I have to decrement the frequency. So I have to decrement the frequency. That's it. So this has to be put it inside a bracket because this belongs to for loop. Yes, done. So once the iteration got over, it states that I can construct the string. So directly I can return true. That's all. Now let's run the code. Okay, there is an error. Symbol cannot be found. Okay, E is not there. This is the error. Let's run the code once again. As it passes the test cases, let's submit the code. Yes, it passes all the test cases. That's all.